Welcome back to Berry Life. On today's episode, we're going to prepare a meal from start to finish. Today we're making chili garlic tofu with Chinese broccoli and jasmine rice. So let's get started. We'll start by pressing the tofu to remove excess water. This firms up the tofu in preparation to be fried. We're using a tofu press. We like it because of its simplicity and convenience. We'll remove the tofu from packaging and place it in the inner basket. The inner basket has holes at the bottom to allow for the water to escape into the outer basket. Now we'll apply pressure using these bands. There are 3 levels for varying degrees of pressure. If you don't have a tofu press, you can also press the tofu between 2 dinner plates. We like to place the plates on a cookie sheet so the water doesn't drip all over the counter. We'll set the tofu aside for about 20 to 30 minutes while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. As we always eat with our eyes first, for this tofu dish, we want to incorporate vibrant colors. We'll start with a carrot. We're going to use a cut called brunoise. It's the finest cut of vegetables. First we julienne the carrots, or cut them into matchstick shapes, and then cross-cut them into tiny cubes. What's cooking in the Berry kitchen today? To find out and get daily updates, follow us on Instagram at Berry Life. Next, we'll do the same for this long hot pepper. This pepper is a little spicier than a red bell pepper, but not by much. We love its bright red color. We were asked a few times about where we got our cutting boards. During the pandemic, I took up woodworking as a hobby and made a few cutting boards for myself and our immediate family, along with some plant stands for my wife's indoor bungalow and some small furniture pieces. Thank you so much for your compliments. It means a lot. Next, we have some orange and yellow sweet peppers. These are basically bite-sized versions of the bell peppers. How does a chili propose marriage? With a ring of fire. And for a little spice, we have 2 bird's eye chilies, or Thai chilies. They're tiny, but pack a punch. This is the chili component in the dish. Next, we'll mince some garlic. Our trick to mincing garlic, we like to smash the garlic down with the side of a blade, and then use the rocking motion to mince it down. For a bit of green, we're going to use some green onions. We'll use both the green and the white part. We'll chop the green part into small rings and set them aside. And dice the white parts just as fine. Since both the green and the white parts take different amount of time to cook, we'll store them separately so we can add them at different times during the cooking process. Let's check on the tofu. With this press, every 10 minutes or so, we empty the bucket so the tofu isn't sitting in the water that's released. We'll remove the tofu and pat it dry with a paper towel. Once dry, we'll slice it into medium-sized cubes. With this block, we should get about 40 cubes. Tofu is a great source of protein. As my wife says, it's tofu-licious. Check out the link above for more great tofu recipes. And yes, you too can make tofu delicious. With the tofu cut, we'll add them to a mixing bowl and sprinkle on some cornstarch. We add the tofu and the cornstarch in layers. This way the tofu is coated evenly. Then we'll add some salt and ground black pepper for a bit of flavor. And now for the fun part. We just shake the tofu about and ensure all the pieces are evenly coated. Alright, we're ready to fry the tofu. In a large pan over medium heat, we'll add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. We'll allow the oil to heat up and then add in the tofu pieces. We're going to pan fry these until they're lightly golden brown. Using chopsticks, we'll keep turning the tofu. You can use spoons as well. When the tofu is done, we'll transfer it to a bowl lined with a paper towel to soak any excess oil. There, the tofu is ready. For the sauce, we'll need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of Ching's chili sauce, or you can use Oleg sambal, or another chili garlic sauce, 1 tablespoon of Szechuan chutney, or you can use Tobanjan, and lastly some freshly ground black pepper. Then we'll give it a whisk and set it aside. In the same pan we fry the tofu, we'll use the remaining oil and heat it over medium heat. Then we'll add the minced garlic and saute for about 30 seconds. Next we'll add the bird's eye chili. This will infuse the oil with its spiciness. Then, the white parts of the green onion. We add the white parts first because they take longer to cook. Next we'll add the carrots and saute for about 30 seconds. The carrots don't take long to cook at all. Then we go in with a combination of peppers. Just look at all those vibrant colors. I'm getting hungry already. With the veggies cooked, now we'll add the tofu, along with the sauce. Add the sauce to tofu, otherwise the vegetables will lose their color. And gently stir to coat all of the tofu pieces with the sauce. As the sauce reduces, or the water evaporates, it's going to thicken. And this will allow all the tiny vegetables to stick to the tofu. Now we'll top it with some green onions and sesame seeds for a little crunch. There, garlic chili tofu is ready. We'll start by preparing the sauce. We'll add a 1/4 cup of water to a small pan, and to it, add a tablespoon of cornstarch. Then we'll turn on the heat to low and continue stirring. Next we'll add some sliced garlic. If we don't stir, the cornstarch will coagulate. If that happens, don't worry. You can always add more water and break it up. Then we'll add the finely chopped bird's eye chili for some heat, along with a tablespoon of brown sugar to counter that heat. We'll also add 2 tablespoons of vegan oyster sauce, which is actually made from mushrooms, and continue stirring until the sauce is silky smooth. With the sauce done, we'll set it aside and let it cool slightly while we prepare the broccoli. To prepare the Chinese broccoli, we'll cut along the stem lengthwise and separate the stalk down the middle. When my wife and I went to China last year, we tried many different vegetables, a lot of which we've never had in the States. We were fortunate to learn and taste the traditional dishes of the locals. Then bring a pot of water to a boil and add about a teaspoon of cooking oil. The oil helps the cooked Chinese broccoli shine like in the restaurant. Then we'll drop in the Chinese broccoli and cook them for about 60 seconds. Chinese broccoli symbolizes prosperity and good fortune in China and other Asian countries, especially when enjoyed during celebrations and festivals. Now, we'll remove them to a bowl. Different regions in China prepare this dish with their own unique twist. For example, in Sichuan province, it's prepared with Sichuan peppers and garlic, whereas in Guangzhou, it's often stir-fried with oyster sauce. Once the broccoli has cooled a little, we'll chop them in half and place the halves on a serving plate, keeping them together. Oh man, look at that beautiful green color. The broccoli looks so fresh and appetizing. Then we'll drizzle over the sauce. I love the way the garlic slices and the red chilies stand out. That's it, the Chinese broccoli is ready. Asian food really isn't complete without some steamed rice, in my humble opinion. So we'll quickly make some steamed jasmine rice. This is sort of a foolproof method for making rice on the stove, or in our case, an induction cooktop. In a small pot, we'll add a cup of rice. Now we'll add water and rinse the rice of excess starch. Now we'll add more water for cooking. We'll level the rice evenly and add enough water to cover the rice. Then take the measurement of the rice using our finger. With that measurement in mind, we'll add enough water to cover the rice at the same height. Next we'll add about half a teaspoon of salt. Then turn on the heat to medium-low and bring the rice to a gentle boil. Once the rice is at a gentle boil, we'll cover it with the lid and lower the heat to the lowest possible setting, which in our case is 1. and cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the rice should be done. That's it. Perfect steamed rice every time. For the complete recipe of this meal, check out the video description. We hope you enjoyed watching us prepare this delicious meal. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe for more great content and check out our other videos. These recipes are great for meal prep for busy weeks ahead. You can prepare the vegetables, sauce, and tofu separately, and assemble them quickly for a healthy lunch or dinner. There you have it, chili garlic tofu with Chinese broccoli and steamed rice. Cheers to all, and wishing you all good health and happiness. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!